If you got it, let's get it. That's the 1738. That's the 1738. Highly recommended by Competition Meat LLC. All right, y'all keep that name in mind because we're gonna be seeing a lot for that. But if you got it, let's get it, man. Grab your bottle, grab your blunt, man. Let's chop it up, man. It's Solo's birthday. Why shouldn't we celebrate, B? Why shouldn't we celebrate? Let's get it, man. So y'all pardon me 1 minute. I got a steak on the stove. I'm gonna go grab that, and we're gonna get this. Yeah, yo. Yeah. Showing and popping, man. Hey, yo, who in the building? Let me know who I'm riding with, man. Put it in the chat, bro. Put it in the chat, man. Pump 17, Trent, what's good, bro? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need to know. Okay. Did I get that boy a porterhouse or a ribeye? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But it's funny because I'm actually sitting here with this sirloin, and there is another half to it. But it's not that he ain't ready for that yet. He ain't get there yet. He ain't get there yet. They get fed very well. And when I buy steaks, them shits be for me, fam. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna play no games with it, man. For him to get what's on my plate, man, he gonna have to do extra. He gonna have to really show me something. He ain't even take nothing down yet. You know, like we got, you know, we got some work to do, fam. Real talk, man. But the boy looking good though, man. He looking good. I caught myself trying to socialize him today, and you know, it mixed results, man. He wasn't a big fan of and it was actually a kid that was about 13, maybe 12 or 13-year-old kid. So I figured, you know, wouldn't be no harm in letting them, you know, but he ain't really go for it too tough, man. He smelled the hand and moved right away from it. Like damn near jumped away from it. You know what I mean? Like he just ain't he really ain't with that whole rocking with people Like, you know, I always thought he was gonna be a much friendlier dog for the way he moved, man. But that ain't him at all, bro. Okay. Okay. My dude Inquisitive Jen in the building. Peace. Didn't know if I was gonna make it. Listen, I didn't know if I was gonna make it, y'all. Can I not lie about that? Real talk. I ain't know if I was gonna make it, man. Honestly. Listen, man. If I was to be totally honest, it's like Super Bowl Sunday. And this is, you know, this is kind of what I've been doing, man. You know what I mean? This is kind of what I've been doing. You know what I mean, since early. You know what I mean? So I didn't think I was gonna make it myself, bro. But my man put me onto this 1738 real talk. Listen. If you into cognacs, you like Hennessy, you like all of those, you might want to try this 1738. A little bit on the pricey side, but it's smooth. And it don't knock you over. You understand what I'm saying? It don't knock you over. It leaves you coherent. It leaves you you know what I mean? You can still function and do what you need to do. So yeah, shout out to Remy Martin 1738. Shout out to Competition Me LLC for putting me on to that. Now, moving right along. Yeah, baby boy is now a year old, right? He now a year old. Mind you, he ain't never really not look good, right? Like baby boy came in the door looking, he was looking right from day one, man. From day one. Attitude right, you know what I mean? He ain't trying to get crazy with it. But at the same time, he's not this dog is not a pushover, you know what I mean? But he's not overly aggressive right now. You know what I mean? The boy is super cool right now. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. And for a boy with his size, look at that, bro. Look at that, man. I had him flirt polling on the what's the name the other day, and he caught me out there, bro. Flirt polling on the ice, man. He can still do his thing, man. This boy do his thing, man. You know, like you wouldn't think a dog his size get up that high because he's so top heavy, b. You know, heavy chest, heavy in the chest, heavy in the shoulders, heavy in the bone up there, the neck area. But he throw that shit around like like Magic Johnson used to move a basketball, man. Like so, yeah, my boy do his thing, man. Pardon the God, y'all. I forgot one thing, man. I forgot one thing. Nigga need a steak time. You know, since we got a couple of diehards in the building, let me ask y'all something too, man. Um, the video I did with Raina and the little jazz thing and all of that. That seemed to, you know what I mean? Like that got some good feedback. How y'all feel about that? Cause y'all my day one. Y'all know how I came in this joint, B. It was a little rude. It was a little rude. I was a little rude. I was a little rough around the edges. You know what I mean? So how y'all feel about that format? I like it because it's more of the reflective mindset I'm in when I'm making those videos. You know what I mean? Sometimes even when I'm working with the dog, that's my mindset. So I like that.
Angel says it's 11:15. I'll catch the next elevator to heaven.
I'm talking about the one with trying to think of what I called it, bro. Shit. Not the something changed video, the one before that. Man, what was that, bro? If I had to argue, bro, I would say it was almost like an introductory video, right? It was an introductory video where, in a sense that, you know what I mean, I was like, yo, damn, man, what is the name of that video, bro? Time out, man. Let me check something. Okay, I think it was the Building Better Bulldogs joint. Yeah, the Building Better Bulldogs. Right. Do what you gotta do, Jen. That's how we do around here. Soul Power, aka Gamed Up Kennels in the building. Salute, good brother. Salute to you, good brother. Yeah, man, we just out here celebrating solo birthday tonight. We ain't doing nothing fancy. Me being me. Y'all know I got a blunt in the bottle with yak. So, you know. But I should preface all of this by saying, understand, y'all, this is my Saturday night. For everybody else, it's Sunday night, but for me, it's Saturday night. So, there's that. There's that. The fact that it was Super Bowl Sunday. Rain is in heat. I'm waiting on a breeding stand that was supposed to be here today. Today is Solo's birthday. Just like a lot of shit fell all at one time. Matter of fact, yeah, I could play. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that for you, Trent. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. Hold up.
See in the rain, I'm dragging around a ball and chain.
Tell me if this fuck up the audio though. You hear me? Cause this is like, this is my other YouTube page.
I haven't seen any rain.
Yeah, this is gonna get crazy right here.
Dragging around a ball and chain.
Can't do it that way.
Angel says it's 7:30. Time to catch the next elevator to heaven.
All right, you can see that, right? This is the joint right here.
Peace and blessings to the YouTube fan, all the bulldoggers everywhere, here and across seas, and most especially to my conglomerate comrades who know and understand why we keep the heat. It's your very own keeper of the flame, truly humbled student of the game, Ray Imperial, back with another page from the Imperial Diaries. Now for those who may be new here, first say welcome. This channel is where I document the growth and development of my dogs. I run a specialized line of red-nosed pit bulls, commonly called the Camelot bloodline. Predominantly bred for hunting large aggressive game like wild boar, the Camelot line is an old family red-nosed and American Staffordshire blend. This produced powerful, rugged dogs with steel in their soul, fire in their eyes, and bear traps for jaws. I began this channel as a video journal of my work with these dogs, so I thank you for joining me during these moments of instructive observation and insightful reflections. All right.
Can you see that, joint?
You know, I am primarily training my dogs for coyote, bobcat, small game hunting.
Oh, y'all can't even see it playing, huh?
To do some deer tracking.
Hold up,
Now,
man.
over the last couple of weeks, the extreme weather and road conditions threatened
I got
to
the
slow
video
down our
playing.
efforts a bit. So we had to make a concerted effort to get out in the elements, redouble our commitment to actually being able to succeed in the woods under any conditions. So when the weather became prohibitive, we took it as a challenge. So what is fun?
All right, I'm gonna start it again. There you go.
Peace and blessings to the YouTube fan, all the bulldoggers everywhere, here and across seas, and most especially to my conglomerate comrades who know.
Can you hear the video too?
It's your very own keeper of the flame, truly humble student of the game, Ray Imperial, back with another page from the Imperial Diaries.
How about now? Can you see the video now?
New here, first say welcome. channel is where I document the growth and development of my dogs. I run a specialized line of red-nosed pit bulls, commonly called the Camelot bloodline. Predominantly bred for hunting, large aggressive game like wild boar. The Camelot line is an old family red-nosed and American Staffordshire blend. This produced powerful, rugged dogs with steel in their soul, fire in their eyes, and bear traps for jaws. I began this channel as a video journal of my work with these dogs, so I thank you for joining me during these moments of instructive observation and insightful reflections. Alright, as some of you know, I am primarily training my dogs for coyote, bobcat, small game hunting. I also train them to do some deer tracking. Now, over the last couple of weeks, the extreme weather and road conditions threatened to slow down our efforts a bit. So we had to make a concerted effort to get out in the elements, redouble our commitment to actually being able to succeed in the woods under any conditions. So when the weather became prohibitive, we took it as a challenge. So what is 5 below? So what there's a few feet of snow? Now, in the process of getting the dogs out in the elements, we learned that Moreno, whom you see here, she's kind of like a Simone Biles in the snow, right? She actually managed to chase down and catch a nice-sized squirrel. And that type of agility has led us to say, well, she's ready for the next level, right, in our training. So what we did is we began to incorporate the weight vest in her training. Now, obviously, the 5-pound weight vest is not a whole lot, and there's something to be said for going slowly here. So we don't see her doing a whole lot of running, jumping around, and carrying on, and that's as it should be. She's only, tracking. She's only learning to track scent. So part of what we're doing here is just allowing her to get used to the extra weight in the adverse conditions. As you can see, she's doing just fine with that. Now, I do want to pause here and point out the fact that this is the same 5-pound weight vest that we've been working with from before, the weather turned. And we were at the point where we were getting ready to increase the weight on the.
So that's the video, y'all. I ain't gonna talk to y'all with the whole shit. But let me know how y'all feel about that format. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Because that's kind of the vibe, frame of mind I be in. Like, I'm always jamming to some shit, you know what I mean, when I'm making my videos and all of that. I'm going back over shit. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, looks like we got a question in the chat right here. And the question is, what do you think about the Razor's Edge? Razor's Edge, is it a good bloodline to have? I'll say this. I don't know a whole lot about Razor's Edge. I do know that when you deal with a bloodline that's as popular as Razor's Edge is, you're going to have different strains under that bloodline. Different breeders are going to take that dog or take that, those dogs, I'll say, take that blood, and they'll take it in different directions to suit themselves or whatever their goals are. So it's not so much about whether or not Razor's Edge itself is a good bloodline. Who's breeding your Razor's Edge dogs, right? Who are you going to get your razor's edge? And what you really need to, ask is, are they a good breeder who has good dogs? That's the best way I can answer that. I don't think there's a such thing as a bad bloodline. How can there be a bad bloodline? Now, there's also the question of, what do you want from your dog? You know what I mean? What is it you after? You know what I mean? So, um, hold up, hold up, Sir Richie Poe, honorary knight of the round table of the Knights of Camelot. Let me blow this up right quick. More mellow than these dogs, than these red dogs. And you have to be super careful with them in the heat. You know, I've talked to dudes, man, who tried to make it sound like, like them dudes was them dogs was about that life, man. Now, I've seen enough of them, I, in them little street corner things, man. But I've never really seen those dogs, really get that work. Like, only thing I've ever seen, that may have come close to it, and dudes they went in with, they was going way uphill. Box dog, and the other camp brought something, looking more like your edge dogs and them dogs. And this dog didn't do well. I mean, it didn't take long before he just stood the line. Now I don't know what them dudes knew about scratching a dog, and I could tell they didn't know much. They just expected the dog to get in there and go. You know what I mean? And they figured because he was a bigger, more brolic dog, he was just gonna rule a smaller dog. But the smaller dog was a smarter dog. He had skills. You know what I mean? He rolled that head till the big dog got so mad and quit. He just quit. He just stood there. He wouldn't, couldn't do nothing with him. So he just stopped going after him. And that was the end of the match. So when yeah, the razor's edge dogs, that mm, mm. And I'm not saying the dog in that situation was a razor's edge dog, but he was definitely that razor's edge style of dog. It's a shame, man, because a lot of people don't really they don't understand, like, once you kind of go designer with it, there's an issue. Now if you're breeding bloodline, like I understand what's going on with the Camelot, the Camelot breedings and the dogs that created the dogs that Art had in Camelot kennels. That was really a thing about breeding old family red nose, and just kind of trying to stick to that script, as I guess, as much as their breeding programs allow. But at the end of the day, man, I don't I don't really subscribe to the, you know, how much crossing you do. You know what I mean? Richie says, I'm sorry, Trent said, as far as your videos, to me, they're getting better because you're learning more and handling this bloodline on a daily basis. From when I saw you until now, it's a noticeable difference in a good way. Absolutely, bro. Like I said, these dogs teach me, man. They teach me. I don't sit here and try to act like, I'm a dude call himself the master of all BS. Like that's a bold title to take, man. And like honestly, I don't see what I just don't see it. But everybody got their own thing going on. Blue Relic Kennel hopped in the building. What's good? What's good? What's going on, fam? Richie Post said, I seen a few. So it says some are. Seen a few that could get it with the best of them. But I've seen quite a few overheat and even pass at dog shows behind the heat. Damn. At the dog show? Phew. That ain't no good. That ain't never no good. That's not a good look at all. Right. See, then there's that. Absolutely. There's that. I don't know what they gonna play next up here, man. I gotta just going in. They just playing my whole channel. That's crazy. But yeah, I've definitely been working on the videos, man. I've been trying to make it more instructive. Ain't that funny? They want me to play my own live now. Don't do that. Mess around, give me crazy feedback or whatever. Hold on, let me see my joint. In fact, when I was digging in baby girl's pedigree, I did see that she got some like gray line gaff. I think gray line gaff and some gray line gaff that goes back to some edge all the way in the back there. So, I mean, definitely nothing wrong with the edge dogs, man. I just, just for the qualities and characteristics that I'm looking for, I need more of a you know, a dog that can hang in the woods and go the distance, and they really not um famous for their win. I remember reading an old article by Joe Corvino, an old letter he wrote into Bloodlines journal, and he was talking about how he had sold this blue dog to somebody as a roll dog, and the person turned around and matched the dog, and the dog quit after an hour. So it was like, wow, they tainted Joe Corvino's name, so he had to write this letter, clear his name, like, yo, I sold a dude, the dog as a roll dog. I told him the dog wasn't gonna be no good after an hour. You know what I mean? He was never supposed to, He was never supposed to match that dog. You know what I mean? So I've definitely had that's not the first time I've heard or seen, like, they just don't seem to have the push like these red dogs. It's definitely a different twist. It said edge dogs are more for show dogs and comparison and companion animals, where these red dogs were bred in the beginning more for work, especially in the beginning, right? Especially in the beginning. My baby girl in here going through it, y'all. She in here going through it. I can't wait till she stop leaking. Oh Lord. Yeah, I mean, back in the days, I had a blue brindle, man, and that blue brindle dog, man, was that blue brindle dog was he was a very strange motherfucker, man. Only time I ever seen that nigga aggressive is when I caught him eating out the garbage, and I went to take it from him, and that nigga tried to bite me, and he didn't wholeheartedly grab my whole hand, but he did, like, gnaw my skin. You know how they grab your skin and pinch your shit and, like, nibble your shit like that. So me and him had it out about that shit. Be like, yeah, we got into a whole boxing match about that. Like, what do you mean you just bit me, my nigga, over some food in the garbage, and I feed you every day? But come to find out, he had developed some food issues from having been left behind at some point, and they said he was never the same again. But yeah, they're just strange dogs. I never really was able to get a handle on the blue dogs and how they act. You know what I mean? They can be very man aggressive. You know what I mean? Um, Almost overly so. Like, if you ain't careful, you'll get some that's a little skittish in the head. You know what I mean? The way the edge blood has gone today, though, they're far too bully. They need to have a soft palate reaction at a young age in order to breathe right, or they will always run a risk of overheating. Oh, word? You got to do all that? Yeah. Well, I guess there's your answer. Is Racist Edge a good breed to have? Is it a good bloodline to have? And then there's that right there, right? Going to a reputable breeder to get what you want and get what you need. There's no substitute for that, yo. I don't care what bloodline. That takes me right back to my original premise. I don't care what bloodline it is. You got to know who to get your dogs from. And it helps to know who you're getting your dogs from. In other words, it helps to know the right places to go, right? Like which are the best camps. But just as importantly, get to know who it is that's behind that camp. It's great that the camp has a good reputation, so forth and so on, but most breeders are definitely going to keep the best of the stock for their own breeding program and sell the rest. So that's yeah. Know where to go to get your stock, and then learn who it is that's behind that outfit, that organization. That's the only that's the only way I can put that. I ain't gonna lie, that steak went down hard, y'all. That steak went down hard as a motherfucker. I ain't been on camera because I ain't want to be munching in y'all face like that. But I hope y'all don't have no objection to me sipping on a little something. Yeah, today's my boy's birthday, man. Today is Solo's birthday. He's officially a year old, February 13th. Let me see now. Trent said, nowadays it's like pissing in the wind. With all these so-called kennels, Facebook and Instagram didn't help none. Yeah. Yo, that's a fact, man. It's a fact, bro. You know, I don't know what gets other people into it, man. But I was probably that dude that should have had dogs around me since I was a kid. But my family didn't really rock like that. But I was always something of, I was always that kid that could go up to any dog, the meanest dog, the nastiest dog, all the dogs that everybody said, yo, don't fuck with that dog. He's this, that, and the third. Them is the dogs that I could always go right up to, man, and like no problem. Like me and them was cool off the muscle. But I didn't really like even think about that shit, man. Like the dogs kind of claimed me. There's not a single dog. Well, that's not true. I planned to go and get Bull, right? But I wasn't supposed to have Raina, and I wasn't supposed to have Solo. Them dogs claimed me, man. You understand? It was like when the right opportunity came around and the right people were involved. Well, then shit, the right blood is involved. You got the structure you want on the dogs you're looking for. Come on, man. Like, yeah, got to pull a trigger, man. We're here now. That's what it was, man. Richie Poe said, I got lucky getting into dogs because I was friends with some people in the Red Dogs. When I switched to Edge Dogs, I studied for years before I got dogs. And then when I came back to Reds, same thing. Real talk. Real talk. I mean, Bull was definitely planned. Like I can honestly say, man, I had been digging around for the better part of I guess about the better part of a year. I would say maybe about 8 or 9 months. You know what I mean? Before that opportunity came along and I decided to move on that. But yeah, I mean, it is one of those things that you dig into. Wow. That's painfully true, man. They show pieces for a lot of people, bro. They show pieces for a lot of people. One of the things that gets me, man, is that it's great to have the dog, but what's the purpose? Like, and I can't get over that, man. It was like, so what? You got dogs. What you gonna do with them? And that's a very real thing with me, man. That's something that I think about constantly. There's no sense in me having a bunch of dogs, man, if these dogs don't have no real purpose. If they not serving a truly functional role, at least as far as I'm moved, then what the hell is that? What do I need them for? So I would definitely advise anybody, man, have a purpose, have a vision for what you're doing with them, man, and because they need jobs. Like these motherfuckers here, they need to know that this is my function, this is what I'm here for. If you don't do it like that, it's gonna be an issue. You know what I mean? It's a damn shame, man. This is why, there's no substitute for shit like this. And I'll say it again and again. Anybody putting 2 dogs together, calling themselves a breeder, can call themselves a breeder, right? But at the end of the day, it really is a thing about how you gonna keep that alive? Like, how you gonna really represent that? You understand what I'm saying? I just recently saw something where the state of North Carolina is planning on making some very serious changes to some of their laws, right? And from what I understand, it could affect people that possibly breed more than 5 times a year, or 5 different females in a year. If you breed 5 different females or less, I believe you kind of fly under the radar. But 5 or more, I mean 6, basically 6, more than 5, and there may be a question about whether you're some type of an institution, right? So they're really aiming the law at pet dealers and the puppy mills and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So y'all bear with me. my thing is that we can't really have a situation that's compounding the problem. You know what I mean? Like especially with dogs that are so, they just so much of what you look for in a dog, man. Like they really round the Camelot dogs, man, really kind of round the whole thing out. Um, they have they have a disposition that allows them, man, to be protective without being necessarily aggressive or outright aggressive, or like lunatics. You know what I mean? Real dog. Most of these dogs I've seen have pretty good temperaments, man. Yeah, exactly. We talking Bulldog Hill, baby. You understand what I'm saying? We talking Bulldog Hill, man. Like, my dude Abiyah likes to say, man, the full blown Yahoo, and he got his YouTube page. He drops a lot of old school knowledge, man, about these larger dogs, man, and how they were bred. But he likes to say that NC is the game. NC is the capital of the game. So yeah, that has some very serious implications, man. And it's funny, man, because I was just chopping it up with somebody, man, and you know, we had connected through Instagram or whatever, and they called me or whatever, and we had a good long conversation, man. But he was telling me that he getting ready to move to North Carolina, right? Like they got it locked in already, 20 acres down there. And then come to find out, North Carolina is making these changes in their laws. So we definitely got some issues, man. We definitely got some issues to attend to. Yeah, so I mean, we got some hard questions to answer, man. Like these people, like they literally circulating a petition, man, to like, reach out to the Department of Agriculture, or the woman who's running this particular department, and wait and telling them, like, telling folks to weigh in on that, because as a dog breeder, eventually you're gonna kind of fall under that animal husbandry, agriculture thing, if your operation gets to a certain size. And now, if you're doing over a certain amount of breedings a year, are you falling under more stringent guidelines, right? So they're going to be stepping up the guidelines in terms of the facilities and licensing, yada 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 yada. But that's a direct result of the fact that especially you know when people just start taking it upon themselves, what I mean, to create stuff, what I mean, like you're gonna take a racer's edge dog and bring it to a Yorkie, or bring it to a pug and try to create the new exotic bully, you know, that kind of stuff is where that legislation comes from. You know what I mean? And people have got to really, really become more conscious of not only what they are doing, but what they co-sign, what other people are doing. And if you buying from that person, if you supporting them in any kind of way, man, like you definitely contributing to the problem. I know people ain't gonna like me saying that, but it's a fact, bro. You know, it's one thing to you know, the breed itself goes in a certain direction, you know, or you know, the blood you're breeding starts going in a certain direction, and that becomes maybe a definitive trademark of what you're breeding. I get that part, right? But when you start talking about this other thing, man, listen, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Somewhere along the line, somebody should have told the people that were doing it, stop. Like if you was a friend to any of them people, man, you was supposed to tell them, stop, bro. Don't continue down this line. I'm starting to dislike Bluntvilles, y'all. Bluntvilles are starting to go dry as soon as you pull them out the pack and unwrap them, and I don't like that. That's crazy. It makes rolling ridiculous. Should be falling apart, ripping on you before you get your shit twisted. Bulldog Hill is super nice. Been there a few times. Okay. Would love a setup like that. For Reds. Well, wait a minute. Oh, to retire to. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, at that point, you can start signing paychecks. You know what I mean? You don't have to be 100% hands-on with everything all the time. You can really take it to where, you know, you can devote your time and energy to your absolute best prospects and leave the rest to, you know, to kennel hands. But yeah, man, like it takes a while, bro, to see certain shit, man, and get it to a point where it makes sense to move on it. Yeah, I know. See, that's when they lost me, man. I knew the game was fucked when it came out with the Mr. Miyagi stuff like that. I knew it was a problem. Yo, man. It's time to start find it's time to find a new leaf, man. I haven't been satisfied with Bluntville raps for a minute now. You nailed it, Trent. That's part of what that legislation in North Carolina is around. That same issue. That same issue, man. Like there's definitely a public outcry about these excessive breedings and all that. Now, some organizations was trying to say it was as a result of the pandemic or whatever the case may be, but I don't know, man. All I know is that Mr. Miyagi shit was happening before the pandemic. You know what I mean? Like they started that exotic and pocket and all of that. The dogs just started getting smaller and smaller, looking crazy and crazier. Faces pushed way back in, you know what I mean? And legs out here. like their nose is so far pushed back they can't breathe at all. It's all, and this is what they call a bully. Like this is not even related to what the American Pit Bull Terrier was. Nothing closely. You know what I mean? But it continues to be a fad that's driven by the latest whim. You know what I mean? Whoever can come up with the latest whim, that's what's gonna rock. So the bully game itself is high risk in the sense that you might hop in the game and go get you what you think is hot right now and find out that they don't want Try no more. They want Merle. They don't want Tries no more. Blue Tries is old. Like Blue Tries, and all this other kind of crap, man. It's just it's I don't know, too much for me, bro. Y'all pardon me while I work on my masterpiece here. Sometimes when a leaf don't act right, you gotta coax it and you know what I mean? You gotta coerce it into, you know what I mean? Because ain't nothing worse than a blunt that's burned. You know what I mean? Blunts don't burn right. That's bad, B. So Dog Life asked, who is Mr. Yagi? Mr. Miyagi was this exotic dog that they bred that, he's very popular in the bully game. But he was like, I guess what they call the micro bully or whatever, or probably the first really famous, very small bully that, got into and it became very popular. Everybody wanted to breed to him for whatever reasons. I think he was sold for literally an astronomical amount of money. But yeah, that's what Mr. Miyagi was. He was a dog. He was a little bully dog, man. And I don't know how he was bred, but But the bully game really is. I agree with what Pump 17 says. He says it's just a money grab. And I agree with that wholeheartedly, bro. Because when you look at when you look at how a lot of these people get down, they don't really want to work the dog, right? Like, I guess stacking a dog, if you really want to stack a dog properly and all that good shit, and there's techniques and shit you gotta learn, but most motherfuckers not doing all that. They figure you grab the dog, prop him up right, and hold his chain, yoke him up by the neck a little bit, so you gotta pick his head up, and that you just stacked your dog. And what y'all think? He look good? You know what I mean? Like, that's the game, B. It is a money grab. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess Mr. Miyagi and Dax were the major names you heard in the bully game, around 2010, from 2010 to 2012. I just it always baffles me, man, like, because I'm not sure what people are actually after, right? Like either you want a badass dog or you don't, right? Or you just want a dog that looks really badass, but ain't gonna do nothing to protect your family. If some shit go wrong, like, he just looks like he's gonna roll over and expect that motherfucker to pet him, right? If I pick up a sleeve in this joint right now, every dog in here is gonna go ape shit. And it's been that way from day one. That's how they bred. It's in them already. It's damn near genetic with these dogs. I picked up the first time I picked up a sleeve, man, I thought somebody in this bitch got shot the way they went off. Yeah, that's crazy right there. Hang on. Hang on, son. Hang on, son. Good girl. Good girl. But you gotta get down. You gotta get down. Good girl. Poor thing. Poor thing leaking all over the place. But I got Bull right here, so I just let him out when she's done and, just have him clean it up. You know what I mean? He clean all that shit right up. No problem. But while she breathing, I'm not even playing all that, going through all that, him climbing on her, dodging and running around and all that. This breathing, stand coming. Stop bleeding. Lock that ass right in. Said, wow, I seen dogs that can only stack. People rolling them in little red wagons. That's crazy, bro. Dogs can't even walk. And that's something to show off. I don't get it, bro. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Jen. I agree with that, Jen. Not everyone is looking for a high drive working dog, and everyone doesn't deserve one either. I respect that wholeheartedly, bro. I respect that wholeheartedly because honestly, the dogs are very much what you make them, but in the same vein, you have to respect what's always there. You have to respect that fire is always there burning. You understand what I'm saying? Um, if you've ever like barbecued on a grill or did a campfire outside, the flames die out, but the coals are still burning underneath a layer of ash down there, right? And as long as those coals are burning, it don't take much to start a fire. And that's the way these dogs are, B. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's always there. You know what I mean? The minute you strike it, you got a full-fledged fire on your hands. Get ready. Okay. Okay. That's respectable, bro. Right? The one thing didn't don't regret about getting into bullies is my youngest daughter got an opportunity to learn how to handle them more mellow. She ended up later winning best junior handler at nationals. Okay. And Trent, you say that's why you got into them too, huh? Okay. I guess that does make sense. You know what I mean? That does make sense. Yeah, man. See, like I was never really too much on that bully thing, man. Once I got hold of my first like little red nose, that was a wrap, B. Like, it was gonna take a lot for me not to fuck with them dogs. All right, my masterpiece is about dry. I'm about to blaze up. But yeah, man. What y'all think? Should I put Solo in some shows, man, before he turn on? Really, if he turned on. Yeah, before he turn on. And if he don't turn on, should I put him in a show ring? Where the Blue said they can have the bullies. The game dogs is where it's at. If you know, you know. Brandon Blue, I'm with you. I could definitely relate. Real shit, man. Trent, so you think if I put Solo in the show, he'll probably snatch something? I'm saying, I'm trying to, I'm thinking about putting him in the show before he turn on, man. You know what I mean? Let him get some accolades, you know. See, honestly, I ain't put my touch on Solo yet. I just been letting him rock out. I ain't put my touch on Solo yet. I just been letting him go at his own pace. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I really wasn't even supposed to have him. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't planned. But when the opportunity did arise, it was like, man, you don't play no games with that blood. You know what I mean? Especially when, you know, when you got a good, reputable source for these dogs, man. That's where you want to work. That's where you want to work. Yo, he said that might turn him on. It might. It might be. It might. Right now, he seemed cool, bro. He seemed like he cool with the dog thing, man. But you know, ain't no telling, man. Ain't no promises. Ain't no promising. Look at that boy, man. Can you imagine if he really gets started and he grab hold of something? That boy get mad and grab hold of something, man. It's an issue. Yeah, that boy, he got the mods, man. He got the mods, man. He wasn't even a year old in this picture, y'all. Shit. Hold on, what's this? What's this? Said he might. Show scene is fun, but they don't favor red dogs at all. You'd have to show ABKC, APBT more than likely, and they're biased towards blue dogs from what I've seen. Yeah. Like that's why I say Camelot is a one-off, man. Camelot is a one-off. Like, motherfuckers, like, you know, they caught between a rock and a hard place. But I think this is like the best fucking dog on the planet right now. Look at this boy, man. Look at this boy, man. Can y'all imagine when I really put the touch on him? When he really started earning his stripes, man. JJ Garcia said, doing a great job with the live. OG, keep it up. Okay, that's what's up. Peace, JJ. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man, this is what we do, man. This is what we do, man. There's no substitute, man, for sitting there chopping it up about these dogs. Today happens to be Solo's birthday for those that don't know. So that's what we doing, man. We here chopping it up about dogs in general, man. Y'all know how we do. But only reason why I'm up past midnight tonight, man, is because we doing this live, and tonight's live is definitely about Lawyer Bone Solo turning the year old. Pump said, no way in hell I could have taken my dogs to no bully palooza, even with a muzzle. And that's real, B. Like I couldn't imagine, like, Bull would be out of control around all them dogs, man. I couldn't understand what dudes were saying. They said he was, you know. So personally, I would want them to stay mellow. Most of these red dogs are aggressive. So I've always wanted one mellow. One is a house dog. One mellow, one is a house dog to offset that. Yo, I feel you, bro. I feel you. But I don't want him so mellow, man, that he won't work. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't mind if he's not outright aggressive to the other males or whatever. He's willing to accept his place, but I also want him to be ready to rock and roll should he get pressed. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Like, and y'all, people will say what they want to say, man. But I came up in a world where your parents made sure they wasn't raising no punks. You know what I mean? And like at the end of the day, man, he definitely needs to be able to, do him, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Peace, peace, peace to Philly. Philly in the building. That's what's up. Happy birthday, Solo, from Tina and Dez from Philly. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. Thank you, y'all. But yeah, man, the boy coming along nice, man. He doing his little thing. He doing his little thing. He makes a year old today, and if you leave it to him, he feel like he should be hitting. You know what I mean? He see Bull and Rainer doing a dance, he get the barking like he ready, y'all. So. But right now, he definitely he being cool about it. He ain't going ape shit. He even still defers to Rainer despite the fact that he tried to hop on that ass. You know what I mean? But the boy looked good, man. The boy looked good. He's come a long way, man. The slow journey of Solos has been very interesting. It's the kind of shit we talking about, right? And that's the thing about him, man. For a dog with his size and his girth, man. You know what I mean? He got that good heft to him, man. But as y'all can see, man, that boy, he could get up there. You know what I mean? He is not shy about leaving his feet. You know what I mean? And he'd get up there and come down on his feet, man. Like, he's one of them big dogs, man, that can move with it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he becomes, man. But we're about to put that touch on him, y'all. About to put that touch on him. Like my boy Loaded Lux say, he gonna get this work. Oh, he gonna get this work. He gonna get this work, baby. Shout out to Loaded Lux. Shout out to URL. I love that shit, yo. Yeah, that's the solo dog, man. Nice deep bite on this, right? And I'm gonna say this, man. He has an actual bull hide right there that I got from Epinet Bulldog Supply. I will never buy a bull hide from them again. Yo, that thing was scraped so thin. One day he managed to just snatch the whole thing off and swallowed it whole, bro. Snatched the whole thing off and just in one hook, it was gone. Straight like that. Straight like that. But yeah, this is my boy looking good, y'all. Looking good, man. He's come a long way, man. He has definitely come a long way. That's the bruiser, dog. That's the red Superman dog. This was the red Superman dog. Y'all see what was the date on that? 2006. Good 15, 16 years ago. And this was when he was still a puppy, man. Like, I think, what was he, 4 or 5 months old in this? I don't even know if he was 5 or 6 at the time. So he's a good dog, man. I mean, he definitely got a good working attitude, man. It's one thing, can't take that away from him. The boy got a good working attitude. And as he fills into that body, he's about to be something, man. Okay. Trent said, who's she going to this heat? Or am I skipping this one? She will be going to Bull, Trent. She's gonna go to Trent. I mean, she's gonna go to Bull, and we are going to that might even be conditional. Cause I kind of got my eye on another dog. I'm not gonna say nothing yet. That I might just go ahead and do a stud with this dog. But this dog is a little bit younger. This dog is just under 2 years old. He ain't quite 2 years old yet. So while that in itself is a gamble, this dog is looking like everything that I'm looking for. So I'm kind of weighing the odds, but my boy is such a proven producer. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all seen that little video of his of his previous litter to the Henny dog. But that was like that was like some other shit, man. All those pups came out so healthy, man. Like it was like there was never any doubt, man. I think this might be the series right here where he ate the joint. Or is that nah? That's a different. That's a different tug. My bad. It's a different tug. But yeah, man. But honestly, Solo's definitely looking like he could hit today, bro, and look like he would do just fine on some real shit. But he's only a year old, man, so I just don't see breeding him right now. You know what I mean? It don't to me. It just don't make sense. Um, Not until he's kind of coming to himself, man. He's really he's still feeling the world out. You know what I mean? So um, I'm gonna let him grow and mature first, man, before I let him put a seed out. Richie Post said, yeah, after Mr. F passed and his daughter and them took over, they're not the same. Still good for hard to get medicines and stuff, though. Okay. I guess like anything else, you got to know what level you can fuck with them on. Because, I do that with a lot of companies, bro, because I know the kind of money I spend on my dogs. So I'll you say you got this, you say you got that. I expect the boar hide to last. Like I do not expect that thing to be done, pretty much ripped in half after the first session. Like it was really disrespectful what they sent me, man. It was like, yo, how is it like how my dog's not gonna tear this up? And we talking bigger, heavier dogs, a little more, a little more power, a little more, when they tug, when they grab and they pull and all that, it gets, it gets serious, man. Dog snap tree branches with no problem. So yeah, I was really disappointed by that out of them, man. I was really, really disappointed, man. Like it leads me to say, like, well, damn, if that's how you living with your dog supplies, man, are you doing business like that with your dogs too? You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, this is a cross reflection of reputation, if you will. But let me know what kind of medicines they putting out, bro. Like that might make sense, because I know they probably got like some type of breeders, this, that, or the third. Man, I don't know. Honestly, I've never really used none of that stuff, man. I usually just stick to diet and nutrition all the way through. You know what I mean? Diet and nutrition all the way through, man. Okay, this is Trina. So you're doing a great job. And he looks great. Strong muscle, strong jaws, excellent coat, great work. Thank you, Trina. Thank you, thank you. It a lot of times we could be guilty of doing too much. Like when I first got Bull, I really felt like I was doing way too much. But I was trying to make him prove something, man, that couldn't be proven. You know what I mean? I was trying to make him prove he wasn't like a pit. Like there was a difference between his temperament and drive and that of a pit that I'm used to. And he just shut all that down, B. Like he just shut all that down. I stopped sort of actually, you know, rolling them. You know, I'm not going that far because I done already seen what he did to other dogs on my yard. I don't have to roll this dog. I mean, listen, I'm good. Like respect him for who he is and for what he is. You know, that was my thing. Okay. So they ain't really doing dogs no more, I don't think. Mr. Epinet passed unexpectedly a few years back. I think it's mostly the online store now. I know I saw some stuff with Epinet's name on it, man. Some OFRN Chinaman mixes, stuff like that, man. I don't know how recent it was, you know, but I remember seeing that maybe in the last 2 years or so. Antibiotics and wormers, etc. Oh, that's another thing. That's that. Yo, I'm glad you reminded me. Trina, I'm glad you in the building. I'm glad you in the building. Could definitely listen. If you know a good pharmacy where I could go to get a prescription for cephalexin for the dogs, let me know. All right. I need a plug for cephalexin, Trina. Cephalexin or really any good antibiotic for the dogs. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get that in before I actually breed her. You know what I mean? So, well, I'm trying to get that in before, you know, she starts to take. But yeah, that's I mean, we at the point where we trying to get it to look at it. Look at it. We trying to get this man to a point, man, where we can actually put it on we can put it on a level, man, where it's beyond reproach. You know what I mean? All the time, these people are coming up with new laws to do this and to do that. It's like playing chess, man. You really got to know what you're up against. Get I'm just going through something here, y'all. I'm trying to find some stuff I had on this boy, and I can't find the damn thing. Let's go by date taken. Let's go by 2020. This is January 2021. All right. We're gonna see if these got it. We're gonna see if one of these got it. Close that. Let's close that for a minute. Trying to look for the day when Solo came home, y'all. If I could find that, that'd be lit. Had to be April 2021. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Richie Post said you can buy it online. Just look up fish flats. Same thing. Definitely appreciate that. But that's what I'm talking about, Trina. That's what I'm talking about. I want to go straight to the plug. Straight to the plug. That's what I'm talking about. So this is pretty much damn near the day the boy came home. I think this is like a week after he came home, man. You know what I mean? Y'all see what it was then. Y'all see what it is now. All right. Let's go now. Let's go. Drop it. All right, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Get a copy of the Merck Veterinarian Manual. All right, now I'm getting excited. Now I'm excited. See. Now I'm excited now. Get a copy of the Merck Veterinarian Manual. I'm on it. I'm on it like yesterday. That's what's up, Trent. Yeah. It'll open your eyes to a lot of shit. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, yes, sir. Merck will let you know what antibiotics for what. All kinds of stuff. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Every dog man should have that book in their home. Listen. I love being a student of the game. I love being a student of the game. So what, they got an updated version of that joint? Y'all saying y'all got older copies? What's the most updated version? Amazon carrying that joint? I'm gonna find it. Y'all ain't even gotta say no more. Trust me. I'm not that dude, B. You only gotta whisper it, hint it, and I'm all over it. But yeah, man. That sounds like a plan for what we gonna do next, man. Cause I think this was the last time Raina went into heat. This is whose pedigree is this? Oh, this is Bull's pedigree. This ain't the joint I'm looking for, bro. Here's the joint I'm looking for. All right, we just looked at that one. I can't find the joint I'm looking for. But anyway. See now, okay. I fucks with you on that, Richie Poe. So now, like a lot of this is locked in already, right? As far as the dewormers and all of that's cool. I don't know why I don't have no new stock. I should have been had some new stock, but or some more new stock, I should say. What was I looking at? Right, the doxycycline, cephalexin. What is that SMZ TMP? What's that right there? The AI kit, the suture kit, gauze. So all that's excellent shit right there. All that's excellent shit. I was actually looking for something, on Amazon. You would figure that, they sell everything else, that they would have everything all in one kind of kit. But I just been buying my shit piecemeal. Another book called The Dog Repair Book. That's helpful as well. Okay. See, this is the kind of shit that we definitely like. If we can't do that, what are we doing, right? If we can't do this, what are we doing? It's called education, folks. It's called information. You know what I mean? And I'm always one to, like, I don't have no problem with getting a little bit. For those of y'all that seem to have a problem with you know, the dissemination of information, and I'm gonna say this right here, right now. There are people who have a problem with the dissemination of information. Some people feel like, you know, basically you just giving them too much game. Can you imagine that? Like that's crazy. How can you be giving up too much game, man? How can you be educating people too much? Like, the lack of education is where we run into a problem. But I digress. All right, now y'all see that? This is a true resource we have right here amongst us. Like, this is a serious, like this is what we here for. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Trina. I can put this kit together for you from the job, and I'll include allergy meds as well. That's perfect. That's perfect. And y'all got my math. You know how we do. So hit me, let me know what it do, and let's make, let's make it mutually beneficial. You know what I mean? Let's make it mutually beneficial. You know what I mean? Richie Poe said he got a big uh fishing box, fishing tackle box filled with meds and supplies he's collected. Usually go through it like once a year. Got you, got you. But yeah, man, like, for me, I'm just at the point where, oh, that's crazy right there. That's all love right there, yo. That's all love right there. Matter of fact, shit. I really should have been down there already. I keep dragging my ass about getting down there to Philly, but more than likely, more than likely, this coming up weekend, not, you know, like next Sunday or whatever. I gotta see what the schedule look like. I might put in for Mount. What day is the 21st, man? It's next Monday, so I'm off that day anyway. So I might come down there like the 20th, 21st. You know what I mean? Come through there, fall through there about a week from the day. You know what I mean? And we'll chop it up, man. Wait a minute, hold on. What says, if you breathing oxytocin on deck is a must too. Break that down, Richie Poe. That oxytocin. Break that down. Tell the people what the oxytocin is. Matter of fact, let me put this link in the chat. It's only a few of us on now. Let me put this link in the chat. So if you feel so inclined, but yeah, tell me about that oxytocin, bro. Say less. Say less. Yeah, I just did the quick one on that. Say less. Heard you. Heard you. Real shit, yo. Helps bring the dog into labor. Helps with the female uterus. Listen, we having class tonight, yo. We having class tonight. Stay with me on this. Helps with starting milk production too, but I only use it if I need to. So, oxytocin helps bring the dog into labor, has beneficial effects for the female uterus, and it helps with starting milk production. Now, from what I understand, it's something of a stimulator of the female hormones as well, and can basically have a beneficial effect in terms of the size of the litter. So that's definitely something to consider. Um, Oxytocin has been best known for its roles in female reproduction. It is released in large amounts during labor and after stimulation of the nipples. It is a facilitator for childbirth and for breastfeeding. One of the oldest applications of oxytocin as a proper drug is as a therapeutic agent during labor and delivery. Oxytocin is a hormone that acts on organs in the body, including the breast and uterus, as a chemical messenger in the brain, controlling key aspects of the reproductive system, including childbirth and lactation, and aspects of human behavior. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We getting educated tonight. Does this scare anybody? If this kind of shit scares you, man, this ain't the place for you. You might want to check out here. It's late, and I know it's blunts and yak, moving, but that don't mean we can't read and write and learn and like we do all that still. All right, as long as ain't nobody brain hurt. I'm being funny, y'all, because of the stereotypes. Don't take me the wrong way, but it's a lot of people that would assume, man, that because I'm sitting here with a blunt and a glass of yak in my hand, I can't go look up the definition of oxytocin and render, a comprehensible and understandable definition for the term. So, we just like to throw it back at them every now and then. But I definitely want to I want to thank y'all, man. Like this is really this is the purpose of doing this type of thing, man. If we literally can't create a forum where people can get beneficial information about, taking care of these dogs and doing these things properly, why the hell are we being bothered, right? Are we just sitting here to say like, I think I look good, so I want to be on TV? I'm sorry. We don't do this for the likes. We do this for the love, right? They come first. They're the most important. Even him back there belly aching. He belly aching because he know this bitch out here in heat. But at the end of the day, the fact that I don't let him out is for his own good. You understand? Like, she's not ready. So it's only going to frustrate him. It's going to drive him crazy. He's going to go to put his mouth on her because that's who he is. He's a bedroom bully. She moving around too much. He put the clamp on her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Slow down, bitch. Like, stay still. That's the dog I got, y'all. Reminds me of shit that lions do. I swear. But yeah, man, like solo dog is definitely I think we're gonna skip not from April, May, June. Hold on, nah, not favorites. You know how we got in there. That's not what I was after. I'm looking for something, man. I cannot seem to find it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, boy. This little dude is definitely grown on me in a way that's like ridiculous right now. What you mean in terms of how many yards I visited Camelot yards? So in terms of actual Camelot breeders and going to dudes' yards, um, I haven't been to one Camelot breeder's yard, bro. Most of the research I did was from like before I picked up Raina, I had followed her breeder for like 3 years online. You understand what I'm saying? And just steadily, like I knew the blood, so I was just watching basically what that dog was doing, how that dog was developing, you know what I mean, and then how that dog was being bred. So, um, again, I had no intentions of even buying Raina at the time that I bought her. Same thing with Solo. I really didn't have no intentions of buying dogs at the time, bro. It was just really a situation where it was like, oh shit. And then Loyal Bones, he's really not that far from here. Like hop in the car and it's not that far from me. So we were talking about making some other moves, And I was looking at locking in some blood, man, some pure blood that kind of goes all the way back to Duke, like, you know what I mean? That, you know, and he had this pup, and it was the only pup that was born from the litter, man, and the pup is bred right. Once you look at the structure on the dog and you see, you know what I mean, like once you follow these dudes for a minute, you kind of get a feel, man, for like where you can move and where you can't move, and that was really the basis of my decisions. Yeah, man, like understand when I got into this, bro, it wasn't as a result of, you know, somebody saying, yo, these is Camelot dogs and you should get into Camelot dogs, this, that, the third. No, bro. Everything I did, it was just like, you know, there was no guided hand in it but my own vision. That's what all this shit started from, a definite idea, something I keep in my head, man. And that's what I've been moving on since day one. It's a lot of dudes, man, who claim to be, you know, Camelot vets, whatever the case may be. They not necessarily pleased about, you know, me, where I'm at and what I'm doing, uh, uh, even about the platform. You understand what I'm saying? Simply because um for them it's not of their making, it's not of their creation, right? Like it came out of nowhere. But yet and still it's something to be reckoned with. And that throws a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Which, you know, I can respect that. So like, damn. All right, so let me backtrack on these comments right quick, man, because Pump 17 said he stayed at Greg's Yard of Red Mythology when he was in Houston, and he was always at Stefan's of SDK, and he's been to Dusty's Yard. Speaking of Dusty Brewster, Trent said yards today are not the same as they were in his day. Um, and that was like in 0203. And then Richie Post says, I grew up with Lamar in Western Palm Beach County, was my lifelong friend. Rest in peace, Lamar and Big Dust. Rest in power. Whoa. Whoa, that's heavy right there. Wait a minute. Hold up. Say that again. Richie Post say he was at the show with Mark and Linda. Mark, and I'm assuming we talking about Mark Metz and Linda Peterson. Is that right, Richie? When Mark sold Gage to Greg. Yo, that's another thing. I've never been to one of these Camelot shows, man. I'd love, but it's like dudes ain't even doing shows no more. I've heard people talk about them, you know, a couple of times, but it's never come to more than that. What's popping with a good Camelot show? Or we just gonna have to do it up here? Yeah, see, that. There's so much history to these dogs, bro. I couldn't begin to scratch the surface, man. I could not begin to scratch the surface, man. Look how little his head was there. Look how skinny, like he looks skinny right there. Like you do not see this dog popping out the way he ended up popping, yo. Oh yeah, man. We really don't need to know your personal business. Richie Poser, who was the dog on the porch? Good looking dog. That is Maximum Pitch Trouble. Maximum Pitch Trouble was off of Havoc and White Gold. Maximum, he was off of the Maximum Pitch Havoc and Gargoyle Pitch White Gold breeding. So that's who Raina's gonna be going to on Heat. She's gonna be bred to him. Matter of fact. So I mean, all things told, y'all, we got quite a few things popping besides the fact that it is Raina's birthday. I mean Solo's birthday. Raina's in heat. So she about to get the big girl treatment. She turns 2, I believe, in April. She'll officially be 2 years old. So she's 20 months at this point. You know I'm talking about his ass. But yeah, that's Maximum Pitch Trouble, man. That is Maximum Pitch Trouble, man. He is off of Maximum Pitch Havoc and Gargoyle Pitch White Gold. And then, of course, Havoc was off of Animal and Red Ruby. Good boy. Good boy, man. Real good boy, man. All right, so the dog Maximus. Mark Metz produced. A lady named Linda Correa owned. One of the most bully reds I've ever seen. And I guess he was at that ABKC show. I really gotta clean this computer out, man. I'm trying to find some old stuff, man, that I cannot even find on this dog, man. I got some footage, man, of the first time him and Raina came nose to nose. Yo, this dude took off. He just took off flying, like, he just did some real puppy shit. It was so funny, yo. I can't find that motherfucker, yo. We'll find that bitch though. But yeah, y'all, let me not drag this out, man. We've been on here 2.5 hours, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If the Rams was your team, man, who had the Rams tonight, y'all? Put it in the chat if you really had the Rams tonight. Do you know? I mean, like, I know why a lot of dudes crossed over into the bully game. I mean, how easy is it if you already got everything that game is looking for, and the price damn near doubles. You know what I mean? Just on the word go. So, you know why a lot of dudes did it. I prefer to keep the integrity. The Bengals gave it a good shot, yo. I mean, it looked like they kind of had the Rams number for a minute, B. Like the Rams pulled some shit out of their gut, B. That was really some scratch back shit, because the Bengals had them down. They had them by the throat. It was like, we talking in the last couple of minutes, the Rams managed to put some shit together, man, that made sense for them and pull it out, B. But that shit was looking ugly, man. You, Bengals had them going. JJ Garcia said, "What dog registry are you using for your pups?" I'm using UKC, bro. I'm using UKC automatically. I mean, like, uh, Solo's parents are UKC registered. Raina's parents are UKC registered. Bull's parents are UKC registered. So it just makes sense to keep it in that same family. Um, I have thought about using other registries though, personally, but to me, it would just be like almost opening a can of worms that I don't even really feel like dealing with, honestly. Yeah, I know that whole Richie Poe, that whole reclassification thing, man. That whole reclassification thing. I must have did like a 3-part video series on that damn reclassification that the ADBA did, and it's still not accurate for these red dogs, B. It still doesn't, you know what I mean? Because you admit in one breath that the American Staffordshire Terrier is pure 100 American Pit Bull Terrier genetics, but then in the next breath you say it's labeled a separate breed now. So when you get a dog that's crossed into the a so-called box bred dog that's crossed into the American Staffordshire Terrier, what does that look like? What is that? So just more questions, more questions than we got answers right now. All behind the Whopper dog. A lot of people don't know it, but the ABKC started behind the Whopper dog too. Dave Wilson of Razor's Edge used a dog named Hippo, and UKC threw a fit, so they started the ABKC. Wow. 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 Yeah, see, that's too much, bro. Wow. Well, I'm glad the UKC at least threw a fit. You know what I mean? At least they was trying to draw the line somewhere. I think the creation of a whole new lane and all of that to accommodate, really it was about the revenue, but still, man, like that was just some bullshit. You put some bullshit in the game that should have never been there. JJ Garcia says he questions the integrity of the ABKC. Dare I say I question the integrity of the entire movement? I really do, man. It's become something, man, that it's whimsical. And whatever the next whim or fancy is, man, that's where that breed is going, bro. And God only knows that I don't know. That's just never been a recipe for a sustainable model of success. You know what I mean? Sustainable success. Yeah, a lot going on, man. A lot going on, man. It's so troubling, man, because wow. And there's a question. That's a serious question, bro. Hold up. Hold on. Y'all got something popping in the chat. Hold up. Y'all got the chat lit. Hold up. Trent said, didn't Dave Wilson and his partner get caught hanging papers? And that's why it's an ABKC to begin with. So Richie Post says, it started off bad. There's a reason Cruz and Dave were best friends and are now enemies, and the Elite Edge broke up. I owned a little Rose son, and I owned a little Rose son that Cruz produced during that time. So it was right in the mix. Off Hippo, and then they questioned Short Shot's dad, Buckshot, saying he was half Staffy. Yeah, I agree with you. Richie Poe started off bad. I agree with you there. It definitely started off bad. Never really did have no clear direction as to what it was doing or where it was going. Yeah. So this is the breeding. This is the breeding that we get ready to do right here. This is Bull Terrainer in the second generation. In the pup's first generation, they'll have Bull and Rainer. In the second generation, behind Bull, they'll have Havoc and White Gold. Behind Rainer in the second generation, there'll be Hawk and Jade. Behind Hawk in the third generation is Havoc and War Dancer. And then behind Jade in the third generation is Buddha and Bella, right? And then behind Bella in the fourth generation, you have Havoc to White Gold again. So essentially it's 3 times Havoc in the first 4 generations. So that's pretty much, that's the breeding we're going to be doing coming up here. While she's in heat, that's the breed that we're going to be doing. So hopefully we can avoid some of the confusion that's gone on in the bully game, because yeah, that's just like preposterous, man. I don't even understand like how they even got to that point, man. It's just, it's really, I guess it's so easy to let somebody take you off your path, man, if you really don't have a path, if you don't have a clear end goal or an end game in mind, you end up being subject to anything. pretty much end up golf or anything. So I guess that's the latest and greatest for Imperial Diaries, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It is 2:30 a.m. where I am, and these dogs is not gonna yeah, they ain't messing with me tomorrow. They expect me to be up in all my P's and Q's. It's a damn shame, man, that things have come to what they've come to. All right, y'all. That's my time. I'm done. I gotta go, y'all. Just sitting here going through these videos. Y'all got me reminiscing like a motherfucker, bro. But at the end of the day, been a good day. I'm gonna stop everybody from coming through, man, chopping it up, man. Y'all know how we do. Congratulations to LA Rams. Hope y'all won some money on them. If you didn't, it's always next year. Uh, Me personally, I didn't bet on them. I didn't even think the game was gonna be that good. So shout out to them for putting on a hell of a show. The halftime show was bananas. That was bananas. Shout out to Dre and Snoop and all them. Like they put it on. It was really like Dre Day for real. Um, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sign out. Till the next time. Peace out.